Hey, I'm back with No Frills Hi-Fi. So today I'm going to be hooking up the Fosi Audio Luna3 turntable. If you watched my last video, I do just want to make you aware, if you didn't watch my last video, I do want to make you aware this is a beta table. I'm getting this before it's available to the public. So it may be a little bit different in the final product. So, if you see something here and you've bought one and you're trying to get it set up and you're watching this for the first time and it looks a little different, that may be what's going on. But it probably is going to be pretty close, if not identical to this. So I've already run my power cable. I've got it plugged in on the other end, so I'm not going to plug it in the table just yet. First thing I always do when I'm hooking up a turntable is go ahead and ground it. So we've got this grounding lug right here. I've got a spade plug on here, but you can use a bare wire on that if you want to. I change mine around quite a bit, so my setup here, so I always just like to use, actually I'm going to turn that to the side. I just like to use a spade because it's convenient to change it pretty quickly and you're not messing with a wire that's going to get bunched up and that kind of stuff. So now we are going to plug in the turntable with the RCA output there, which is going to be going to my phono preamp. And I'm not really doing a whole lot with cable management. I've mentioned that a few times before, but I change stuff so much that I'm not going to bother routing all that stuff correctly. But at some point, if I make this a permanent spot, then I would. But I plugged in the power and we are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into its final position. There we go. And let me grab a record real quick. So if you've watched any of my videos before, my test record is typically music from Big Pink by the band. I am changing that, so today I'm going to be playing Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6 in B minor, if you're following along at home. The reason for the change, though, is the band, I guess, whoever the record company is that owns them, of course, has just recently changed their copyright. So I'm not able to monetize videos if I do that, and I don't monetize them now, but I don't want to mess up for something in the future if I decide to do that later. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this album. And I'm going to unlock that tone arm, make sure it's lifted up. And let's see here. I think that's a 33. And let's see if we can get that to spin. There we go. So I'm just going to clean this record. Probably need to put it through the vinyl vac and get it nice and clean, but it's actually fairly clean. It's an older album, so it doesn't have that clean look to it, but I've played it quite a bit and it actually does play pretty well. Alright, now that I've got it clean, I'm going to go ahead and drop that needle and we're going to see what it can do. Well, it would help if I turn the volume up on my amp. So it does sound really good. Obviously this is kind of a long lead in on this, but at this point I'm not really critiquing the sound because that would be mostly the cartridge. But I do want to make sure, is it tracking right? Does it sound like the speed is okay? And it does. I mean, it seems to be working flawlessly. The cartridge on it, like I said before, the Audio Technica VM95E, it is kind of an entry-level cartridge, which is common with turntables. They kind of assume that you're going to, at some point, get a cartridge to your taste. So they're not going to send you $1,000 cartridge, and especially not on a more entry-level table. But it is a great cartridge, and you can upgrade just the stylus, so you can actually make it an even better one without having to spend a ton of money. It is a moving magnet cartridge, but it sounds good. For my taste, I probably would upgrade the cartridge on it, but I think it sounds great. The speed is spot on. Tracking seems to be really good. But yeah, I think it's a great entry-level turntable. Let me go ahead and lift that up, and we'll lock that in place. I'll go ahead and take that record off. And I do kind of, I didn't think I would like it, but I do kind of like how that platter sort of glows with the light hitting it. And that, of course, is with the dust cover on. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with it. It definitely is everything it says on the box. I do think, I would like to see the 45 adapter. I would like to see something right there on the corner, like a little hole or slot that it sticks in. That's really nitpicky. If that's the best I can, or worst that I can come up with, not too bad. There is a little bit of a scratch right there. That just rubbed right off, but yeah, I think it's a pretty nice turntable. I'll go ahead and turn that off, but appreciate it, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.